I got my guy, writer, producer, artist, Points. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Yo, man, how are you doing, man? We know you got COVID. We're happy to see that you're doing well. We're happy to see that you're doing better. How are you feeling? Is everything good on your side?
Man, I feel like it's been 16 days and I'm just now getting maybe back to 85, 90% back to normal. Like this shit is like no joke for sure. Like,
So it's
dude,
definitely not a game.
not at all. Like even the longer I talk, the more like a shorter breath I start to feel and shit like that. So for
So
sure.
real quick, before and we'll be done with the COVID stuff. So for all the people out there who are watching this at home, do you have any message to them about about COVID
Man,
that you that,
take it serious, bro. Take it serious. Like I think we trying to live life like life is normal right now.
Mhm.
And you know what I'm saying, all these people around the world didn't get this thing for us to still be living like it's normal, right? What is it, 200,000, over 200,000 people in America died from this
Mhm.
shit. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, like it's not normal. It's not a normal time, um just be careful, man. Wear the mask, social distance as much as possible, and honestly, if it's not important, don't go. Really, if it's not like really seriously important right now, this just is not the time to be just going out and turning up. Like, people feel like, oh, I could go turn up, I could go chill and whatever. And yeah, you might get lucky for a while, you know what I'm saying, without catching something. But and honestly, you don't even know because you could be asymptomatic, right? So you could actually catch it and never it don't affect you like that. Then the next person get it, and for some odd reason they end up on a ventilator, like, right?
It's crazy.
So you really kind of never know. So you just gotta, man, like just try to chill for right now. Just chill for right now. Like when this
Yeah.
shit get under control, everybody can turn up. Everybody can have a great fucking time. We can all party together. But right now, I think we just gotta kind of chill, because you don't want to end up in this situation, or put somebody you love in a situation even worse than I'm in right now. So
Boom, man. There it is. There it is. All right. I just wanted to get the COVID stuff out of the way because I think it's, the more and more we learn about it and the more and more, people like yourself deal with it, like it gets scarier, you know what I'm saying? It gets closer to home and all that.
yeah,
But moving on to the music stuff, man, you've been a busy man. You are one of the busiest men in 2020, man. You got 3 singles out now. You've been like, sheesh. I was listening to them, man. I really like Perfume. I caught myself bopping to it because I had my music on shuffle earlier, and I was bopping to it, and then I was like, oh shit, this is Points. I'm interviewing him later, so I was like,
yeah, dope,
I was like, I
dope,
think
man.
it's I love like I love how you've gone from writing and producing to kind of like doing your own thing now as a full-fledged artist. So talk to me about that transition. Like, obviously we'll get into the writing stuff in a little bit, but how did you go from, I guess, how did you realize it was time for you to just, I want to put out my own music. I want to be my own artist. I want to do all that
Man, 2020, man.
now.
2020
2020. That's it.
2020 just gave me the time, for one, right? Since everything had got shut down with the COVID situation, um, to just kind of like be able to work on my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then also it just made me feel like, listen, we don't know from one day to the next what the hell's gonna happen in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well do what makes you happy. You might as well go after everything that you could possibly go after for yourself, and really just do your own thing, and live your life um
Yes.
to the best of your ability when it comes to like going after your goals and your dreams, and things and your aspirations. So I was like, I got to take my own advice and do it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna put out my own music, step out from behind the boards and behind the microphone as a songwriter, and just kind of go after it, man, and put out the stuff I like to hear. I like to bop to my own music. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm like, shit. I'm tired of having these songs in my iTunes, and
Yeah.
just bopping my head, and all my friends like, yo, when you gonna put this out? Or yo, you should put this out. I'm like, all right, well, let's just put it out and let the world dance with us.
I love that. I love that. Which one of these has been your favorite to release? Like, which one of these that
Um,
you've released so far is your favorite joint?
I would say Perfume is my favorite joint
Yeah,
so far.
I agree.
Um, I think On Me is the catchiest one.
Hmm.
So far, it's doing really well. But Perfume was like, actually, Perfume is 2 years old. You
Really?
know, I made Perfume in 2017, and it was like one of the first songs I made when I decided to like start writing songs for myself.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's like when in the beginning of the song I say, "Don't get shit confused, realest in the room." That was literally the very first time I ever said those words. You know what I'm saying? It
Wow.
was like, and now those words have become like my little moniker and shit. Like you go in my studio, I got neon sign that say "realest in the room." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but when I went in the booth, because when I write, I usually kind of like freestyle everything. I don't really write anything down.
Mhm.
So, don't get shit confused, realest in the room, which is a thing I said, and I was like, yo, I like that. I'm gonna say it again. And I kept it for the hooks, all the hooks or whatever. So I was like, nah, people gotta hear this record. I put out
Right.
2 other records before it, but this kinda is points right here. Like this thing right here is points. So I was happy to be able to finally put that out, and I'm glad people like yourself is rocking with it.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely rocking with it. And what I think is so interesting is like, you have like writing credits from, early 2010s, which is very impressive. And I think it's so cool how like now it's like you're like, like I'm stepping out. I'm gonna do my own thing now.
Yeah,
And I've been talking to a lot of writers lately, believe it or not. Like there was this girl the other day I spoke to, her name's Jordan Pauline. She's done a bunch of different writing. She did some writing on she said Ariana Grande's new joint and whatnot. So which I thought was extremely coincidental because I'm talking to you and you have writing credits on a few Ariana Grande joints.
yeah,
So for walk me through like what a writing process is. Like, what I'm saying, when you're co-writing these records with whether it's Ariana Grande or Janet or Drake or whoever you're writing with, like how does this work to the people at home who may not have
man.
an understanding about this?
It's always different. It's always different. When it starts to feel the same, that's when you gotta really like maybe take a step back, right? Because it's always a different process for me. Sometimes I go into the studio, I have an idea already.
Mhm.
I have a song kind of in my head, you know what I'm saying? This is what I think we should say, this is what I think we should talk about. Sometimes, they'll have some ideas, excuse me, or I've been going through some things in their life they want to talk about, but I usually start with melodies. I feel
Mhm.
like melody is king.
Mhm.
I don't know, even if you notice on my songs, like my songs are heavy, 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 like with the catchy melodies type of thing. Like, because I just feel like melodies is what we grew up on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it was like ABC or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or any type of little, nursery rhyme things,
Something
it's the
catchy.
melodies that catch you first, you know what I'm saying? And then the words hold you. So I always come with the melodies first, and then we can always have something to talk about. We live in a world of almost 8 billion people, 9 billion people, some crazy shit like that. So there's millions and millions of stories and millions of feelings that we can always paint with once we actually put the melodies down. So I usually come with the melodies, and then we especially if I'm working with a female artist or something like that, which a lot of my like songwriting placements have been with, I usually just try to find out what's going on in their life and talk about, their relationships and the things that they're going through or what they feeling like, they want to talk about. Sometimes I'll come with stories from my aunties and cousins and some of my exes or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
things that I might have done and what I would expect that they would say to me type
Right.
of thing. So sometimes I do that too. But the process is always fresh and new. And as long as we can keep that shit fresh and new and exciting and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
keep everybody into it. That's what keeps you doing it for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So I like to keep the process fresh.
Is it hard for you to get like, because I think one of the biggest things that when I speak to producers, something that they always are very adamant about is like sometimes it's hard for them to get like credit or compensation for the records they work on. Has that ever been like a real big problem as a writer for you?
Not really, man. I could say I was blessed in my career, man, to not really have to ever go through no crazy, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I've had some times people tried me, like very
Right.
early on, to 2010. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, had a couple situations where people tried me, but I always just stood my ground, man. I remember shit 2010, I had somebody say that they was gonna blackball me if I didn't let them
Wow.
take credits and stuff from me and stuff. And I was like, well, y'all could just go ahead and do that and shit, I teach. I'll go back to North and just kick it. Like I'm not gonna let you disrespect me, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've always carried myself in a certain way. I think people don't try me, you know what I'm saying? So, but I can understand that. It's hard sometimes to get your credits and to get your proper, even when you get your credits, man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To get your proper respect for what you do to us especially as a songwriter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the last time somebody won a Grammy for an instrumental or went #1 on Billboard with just the music, right?
Right.
But songwriters sometimes find it hard to just be respected as a contributor to the record, right?
Right.
On the same level as a producer or the artist. But I feel like if you carry yourself a certain way and you know, you work with people you could trust as much as possible, and that's something else that I've had the pleasure of doing. Is kind of like working with people who were pretty fucking solid people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if you work with people like that, you kind of don't got those problems. So
What was it like? So what? How does it feel being like you're instrumental to two of like Ariana Grande's biggest songs? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that feel?
okay.
Like, does that like when you see like you know the triple, the platinums, all this? Does that like how do you feel in those moments when you see like you know your work and being recognized in that fashion?
Um, for me, it's special because she was very new.
Mm,
And a lot of people didn't really know who she was at the time, so we kind of introduced her to the world, right?
right,
And she got like a lot of her like first hits um, from us, and but that also kind of introduced me to the world in the
right.
songwriting world. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like helped each other get started in music on a bigger level. So it's always special to know that I was a part of those type of things, especially to know that, you know, like I said, that was like 7 years ago. So some people who, you know, fell in love with her at that time are now adults, and those songs are like classics to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Mm,
so it's always cool to know that you were a part of that moment in history, that you helped bring somebody out who turned into such a mega star. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Who turned into such a big thing. You know, so it's cool to work with the Janet Jacksons and the Brandys and the Beyonces and all those type of people that are more established. But it's something a little more special to me, I think, when you uh, introduce somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
And
yeah.
you give them the thing that blows them up because you know it's more so, not more so, but it's evenly song and artist.
Right.
Sometimes if you write records for a big artist, it's gonna go because they're already huge, right? You don't know if this the song was just amazing or if it's just that Beyonce singing it and that's why it's popping, you know. But when it's like a new person and you don't really know who they are and that song blows them up, then you can know that you had a real hand in that success. So that's cool to me.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. So going back to your music, I know you got this new EP coming out. You told me before the interview it was supposed to come out sooner than
Yeah.
expected, but now there's a little bit of delay. So talk to me about what you're doing for yourself with this new EP and what we got in store for that.
Man, so the EP was called Everything is Fuck. After going through this situation, that
Yo,
is that is true still, but I think I might just name this EP 2020, which is equivalent to Everything is Fuck too,
I don't think there's anything wrong with you naming it 2020, bro. I think it's you know
because
what I'm saying? It's right there.
you know it's a little more, I think, optimistic, but it's still a motherfucking year that I've never seen. But I have some great things happen this year too. I have a daughter, you know what I'm saying, that was born in
Congratulations.
May. So it's dichotomy. It's dichotomy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, starting my family and everything is the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, the positive,
Mhm.
negative. Like you gotta have that. That's all a part of life. I might name this shit life. That I just thought about it because this shit is up
You
and
heard it right
down,
here.
man. Some, you know, I talk on me and perfume and you know what I'm saying? Like got some turn up things on there. I got some things talking about, you know, the people that we've lost um
Mhm.
in this year and just in our
Right.
life in general, you know what I'm saying? So everything is not a party thing, but everything gonna make you feel better. I tell you that.
I
So
like how you
yeah,
said that.
so
Everything's gonna make you feel better.
everything gonna make you feel better. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I want to do with my music forever. As long as I'm making music to just make people feel better. You feel me? So,
I think that's so funny that you were gonna name it what you were gonna name it originally because like have you ever heard of Slater? you know, have you ever heard of Slater? He's from New York. He's a rapper. His
Nah, I'm not on it yet. I'm not on
his
it yet.
his album that he dropped earlier this year is World Got Me Fucked Up Volume 1.
Yeah.
And I remember why, and I was like, yo, so why do you name it like that? He's like, because this shit got me fucked up right now. And that was it. And I was
I
like,
feel him, bro.
and I
I
was like,
feel him.
yo, I feel like you're not the
Don't
only person who's told me that they would name their album something like that, or 2020 or Life, or I feel like a lot
don't
of people
be
are going through it.
surprised if you still see Everything Is Fucked when y'all go search for it. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see what it's called, because man, it's been
A crazy year.
hell of a year. It's been a hell of a year. But next year we got a lot of great things coming. We got some real cool surprises coming, like some records dropping
Nice.
first quarter next year. That's like gonna take shit to the next level. So, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to kind of end the year off in a more optimistic tone, even though Everything Is Fucked to me is not necessarily negative, because what I'm saying in the title track is that everything is fucked. I might as well go get my money. And all that means is that if everything is going crazy around you, go get yours.
Right.
Like, because everybody else is going to get theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else, nobody is waiting. Nobody is holding back. Like, you feel me? Like,
facts.
There's been a lot of millionaires made in this time period.
100%.
From all different kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of hood millionaires made in this time period. It's been a lot of, like, the richer is getting richer. Like, you know what I'm saying? People is, what they just said, my man from Pfizer, like, they put he made his announcement last week that they got a vaccine ready, and before he did that, he sold like millions of like $200 million worth of stocks.
You hate to
It's
see
like,
it.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, these people are getting richer, right? You know, so go after yours and just get it, because fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Look, I'm coming up with more ideas. This shit might be called Fuck It. Like,
You're gonna do like 30 different album names on my show. Like, what?
I'm gonna do 30. Y'all just gonna have to comment when y'all see this, and maybe I'm gonna have to take a vote. Like, this shit might have to be called Fuck It, because really, that's what it is. Like, go after it, man. Fuck it. Go get it. Go get it. 2021 got to be a better year for us, because this year was trash.
Facts. It's like
Other
one day
than
you
my
go,
daughter.
one day, except for your daughter, but one day you will be like bagging groceries, and they're gonna be like, all right, $20.20, and we're all gonna be those old people one day being like, yo, that fucking year sucked. And
yeah, you know what's crazy though? What I say, I was just talking to my old lady about this earlier, and what's crazy is this: is like, my daughter was born into this.
Right.
She don't know nothing else.
Yeah.
I'm the one that gotta adapt.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I'm the one that gotta say, oh, yo, remember when niggas didn't have masks on? I remember when we didn't have to stand in line to get tested for fucking coronavirus. I remember when there wasn't no vaccines. I remember when blah, 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 blah was happening. To her, this is just what it is. Like, when she's growing up,
they're
whatever
gonna be
the
learning
world will
about
be,
this.
bro, whatever the world will be is just what it already is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she's better off than me. You know what I'm saying? She's better off than me. I'm all trying to, like, damn, man, it's messed up that I gotta have a mask on. She gotta see people. They don't get to see people's smiles. And it's like, that's what you knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so we just, like, perspective is everything. So, you know what I'm saying? For as bad as 2020 has been, I'll take that back. It has been terrible. There's also been some good things. I'm sure it has happened for somebody out here in the world. And again, man, the economy, bro. Just got to take the good and the bad and the sun and the rain together, for sure.
Facts, 100%. Well, man, I want to thank you for taking the time to chop it up with me today, and I appreciate all these amazing words. You've had some real gems in here, even like you going through your 30 different album names. But before I let you go, is there anything else that the people got to know that you got coming up, man? Anything else that you want to plug in or that you got coming up that they got to know? Now's the time to do it.
The project is dropping, right?
Dropping.
At some point before 2021, it's going to be an EP out for sure. Like, it's going to be an EP out. Just follow me on I Get Points on Instagram, and you'll find out when it drops. You know what I'm saying? Man, I want to give a shout out to you, man. Shout out Scenario. Shout out New York for getting behind on me and playing the record. You know what I'm saying? Power 105 and DJ Walla and everybody else who's been supporting me. And thank you everybody too for your prayers and everything, like your well wishes and stuff to get over this sickness for me and my family is much appreciated.
Boom, man. Oh, let them. Oh, you already said where they can follow you at. We already did that.
I get points.
I get points.
on
Boom, there it
everything,
is.
on
There it is,
everything.
man. Points
Hey,
on the
bro,
radar,
thank you,
baby.
man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you
Appreciate
for
you.
sure.